Peace to your feet, we bringing the news. Saying facts, stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map.
Yo, fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Call Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused.
From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned.
Hey y'all, hey, back with another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about 7-year-old Nia Williams, who was unalived by her biological mother, Nia Williams. And this situation is really effed up because these kids were put back into her custody after knowing that she was unfit and was neglecting and abusing them. Now, it's a lady that had been having custody. Well, I wouldn't say custody. She was the caretaker of Nia and her siblings. It's 4 of them. Since they were all like babies. When Nia was born, she was given to this lady as well. And she had been fighting and fighting. Her and her daughter, Whitney, had been fighting and fighting to keep them in their care and gain custody of these 4 kids. But CPS gave them back to their mother. And then their mother unalived Nia. So let's jump into what I got, because I have also a live that the caretaker had did. I have some videos and pictures that she also posted, and like you could really tell that they've been in this family's custody for a great amount of their life. They was well taken care of from what I see. And this is just a sad story, so let's jump into it.
Answers about the brutal death of a 7-year-old child in Riviera Beach. That little girl's mother is now behind bars, charged with first-degree murder. Tonight, we're hearing from loved ones who say they tried to get the child help in the weeks before she died.
Was in court today and explains the unusual circumstances about the custody of the child.
Police say inside of this house here in Riviera Beach is where they found this little girl, Nia Williams, beaten so badly she later died, and officers blame her mother.
We can never get her smile back. We can never talk to her again.
From taking care of her since she was 5 months old
She was like my granddaughter.
and watching 7-year-old Nia Williams come into her own.
Well, Nia was brilliant. She's a fashionista. She loved makeup. She just was a lovely, lovely child.
Whitney Walker
I'm godmother,
and Rebecca Finley
caregiver, which I was referred to as auntie.
sat side by side as Nia's mother,
Nia Williams.
walked into court accused in her murder.
What goes through your mind when you look at her?
How could you?
In April, Riviera Beach police say they came here to West 15th Street on a call of an unresponsive child. Nia died at the hospital.
But she caused the death. That's why she's arrested. And it was definitely abuse.
On Thursday, 2 months after the child's death, a grand jury indicted Williams on 1 count of first-degree murder. The indictment reveals the cause of death: blunt force trauma to the abdomen.
She should have been in jail a long time ago.
For 10 years, Finley and Walker say they've been caring for Williams' 4 children on and off as unofficial foster parents. But in January of 2024, a year and a half ago, they say the kids returned to Williams' husband. Walker says she called DCF in early April.
The last time I saw them, they're very malnourished.
That was just 12 days before her death.
I told the DCF there wasn't one person that was not aware of this young lady being a dangerous mother.
Now, through their tears, Finley and Walker serve as Nia's voice as they fight to get her justice.
I'm guaranteeing she's saying, Auntie, tell them everything. Don't forget nothing. Tell them everything. So, I am not Rebecca Finley. I am Nia Williams.
Now, Finley told me Nia's siblings are safe and they're being taken care of, and we've been pushing DCF for a comment, but they've not gotten back to us yet.
Is charged with murder in the death of her 7-year-old daughter. Prosecutors say Nia Williams killed her daughter, Nia, back in April Details of the death now coming to light in a new indictment. Reporter Caleb Califano was in the courtroom today as the woman faced a judge for the first time.
Caleb joining us now with details of this tragic case and the message from loved ones of that little girl.
Nia Williams is being held at the Palm Beach County Jail facing a first-degree murder charge in the death of her 7-year-old daughter, Nia Williams.
How could you?
Rebecca Finley and Whitney Walker say they did everything they could to protect 7-year-old Nia Williams, whose mother is now in jail, accused of killing her.
She was a baby of joy. She really was. She loved makeup, and Whitney would always show her makeup and show her how to do hair. She just was a lovely, lovely child.
Finley says she was Nia's caretaker when the girl was 5 years old and fought for years to keep Nia and her siblings safe. Finley says she contacted the Florida Department of Children and Families about her concerns. We have reached out to the DCF for comment, but have not yet heard back.
The state of Florida failed her. The state of Florida went against me for the mother, and eventually they see what we've been telling them for years.
She and Walker say whenever Nia came back into their care, she was thinner, sadder, and showed signs of neglect.
They didn't see the obvious signs, and they allowed them to go into a home that they weren't supposed to be in, and that is what caused her demise.
According to DCF's online database, it says the 7-year-old child was pronounced deceased shortly after she was admitted to the hospital with numerous unexplained injuries, which she likely sustained while in the care of her mother. On Thursday, Williams was indicted by a grand jury on a capital murder charge for blunt trauma to the abdomen.
Nia Williams.
This morning, she made her first appearance in front of a judge. Meanwhile, Finley and Walker say while they're relieved that Nia is behind bars, they're still grieving and want justice for 7-year-old Nia.
We're just happy that she's going to be brought to justice, and we pray for a conviction because we can never get Nia back. Right. We can never get her smile back.
Williams is being held without bond at the Palm Beach County Jail. Again, we have reached out to DCF for further comment.
Now stands accused of the unthinkable, the murder of her 7-year-old daughter.
Yeah, police say the girl was found unresponsive. This happened back in April, and after months of investigating, a grand jury now indicting the mother in her child's death.
Following the details of this tragic case tonight, she breaks down what led to this arrest and where the case goes from here. Tiffany?
Jim and Liz, it's taken months, but the investigation has taken a dramatic turn. The child's own mother is now charged with first-degree murder in her daughter's death. April 28th, Riviera Beach police receive an emergency call. An unresponsive child reported at a home on West 15th Street. When they arrive, a 7-year-old girl is found in critical condition. She's taken to St. Mary's Medical Center, where she would later be pronounced dead. 24 hours later, detectives with the Special Investigations Division are asking questions. They ruled the death a homicide. Investigators say the child, Nia Williams' death was due to blunt force trauma to the stomach. Her mother, Nia Williams, is identified as the single suspect. A neighbor who says she tried to help had no idea just how bad the conditions were inside the victim's home.
I never thought those girls were sleeping on the floor and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? A damaged mattress. It was just, when I went in the house with the police, it was horrible. The whole house was like, you know, girl, I have never seen nothing like that before in my life. You got chicken that stayed in the refrigerator for days and magnets in the refrigerator.
She says the mother rarely walked her kids to school, even when it rained. She also remembers the child telling her something that shocked her.
She said, Mama won't bathe me. Mama won't put me in the water and bathe me. And then I told her, you want me to bathe you? Want to take a bath here? No, Miss Sharon, I want Mama to do it.
Fast forward to June 25th, a grand jury indicts Williams for first-degree murder. Prosecutors believe the mother had planned and intended to kill her own daughter.
And to die a tragic death from her own mother. I mean birth mother, not stepmother, birth mother. And to stuff like that, you know, you don't just get out of jail. You understand what I'm saying? It's so sad.
Just after 1:30 Friday morning, U.S. Marshals tracked her down. Williams was taken into custody and booked in the Palm Beach County Jail. The state attorney's office confirms presenting the case to a grand jury took some time to prepare, which is why it took some time for the arrest. Records also show Williams has a history of past arrests from assault, theft, and numerous traffic violations. She's scheduled to return to court on July 28th.
I told you about stretching your shoulder. Nia. I told you about stretching. Child, this how she act by Whitney. She don't want to go with me. This is what I have to go through. Man, listen here. Girl, you can stay, girl. She don't play by Whitney.
Front, please.
About what?
Can I get in the front?
Oh, Lord. Yeah, you can get in the front.
When we come, we eat lunch, and then when we got take.
So you want me to pick you up early from school?
Yes.
Why not your godmama?
Cause God will keep picking me up so low.
She pick you up so long. Okay.
Yes. Okay, look, take a peek. You like it?
I love it. It's so beautiful with the blue and the white and the pink and all the colors.
My helper in the kitchen. What's your name?
Yeah.
Nia. Nia's cleaning collard greens. Nia, do you need more baking soda to clean your collard greens? Yes. Okay. Let's get the baking soda for Nia. I got my...
Oh.
Why everybody was popping fireworks?
Hi, too. You can ride the scooter, too. You know how to ride the scooter. You learn how to ride the scooter, baby. Mm-hmm. Who taught you how to ride the scooter? Pretty taught you. Y'all look so pretty.
And this is what the godmother, which is the daughter to the caretaker that had temporary custody of the kids, said. How did we go from this, my picture, to that, their picture? Like how these pictures are a year apart and my baby didn't even look like herself. These messages were in February between the favorite auntie and the husband / caregiver, meaning they knew and never did anything. Y'all failed her as well as the state. Now look at these pictures, y'all. This is crazy. How do you get... Look at this baby face. Like, how did CPS not do anything? Let's keep going. She writes, my last time laying eyes on you. My last time touching your little face. That's all I wanted for my birthday, and God gave me that. To see you and your siblings, to remind y'all, God mama never gave up. I can't sleep, girl. Now, this is a picture. I took a screenshot of the video. I'm going to play the video. But this is a screenshot of her sneaking into the home where Nia was with her mom, I'm assuming. They are whispering. And Nia was telling her that if she wants to see her, visit her, she was pointing like down the street or something like that, that she would have to like go somewhere and meet her. This is so sad because you could tell something was definitely wrong inside this household. So let's jump into the actual video to this screenshot that I took.
Come on with me. Let's go. Let's go.
This is so sad. These kids did not deserve what was being done to them by their biological mother. CPS failed them to the fullest. Like, they could have kept them with this family that loved, nurtured, took care of them. All the things that a loving family should do, they did, from what I see. Her mom needs to be under the prison. They need to start giving out the death penalty to these so-called adults that's doing this to these kids. And I bet you a lot of things will come to a halt when it comes to these babies. Rest in peace, Nia. And justice for you. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm out.
Man, listen, man. Y'all don't understand. And I'm gonna just give y'all a little bit of it, because I can't talk too much. This is a case and it's real. Hey, Ben, I love you so much. You know I had them babies all them years. See, those that know, they know. Those that don't know, just listen and watch. Justice for Nia. I'm on my way to first appearance. I am Nia Voice. That was my baby. Well, that was my grandbaby. Put it that way. That was Whitney's baby. That was Whitney's baby. Y'all on my side, I'm so excited. I done peed about 5 times. I'm so excited. I done thank God and thank God and thank God and thank God, because this baby didn't get hit by a car. This baby wasn't in no drive-by. She wasn't on no bicycle and fell. That baby was murdered. You understand, Cindy? I love you, baby. You understand? Y'all don't know the story. But to the ones that treated me like shit, I want to talk to y'all for a minute. See, everybody don't know what happened, but it's my story. Me and my daughters. And I could tell it, but I'm not. I'm going to tell it in court, because it was something to see that baby in that casket. And it didn't look like her. Let's just say that. My daughter screamed in that church, "What the fuck is this?" All right? I'm ready to read that affidavit. I don't know if I'm ready, though. I don't know if I'm ready, y'all. See, let me tell y'all something. Years ago, I'm going to take y'all back. 2015, man. When them kid came into my life. When I met that little girl, her first child, her first daughter, she was incarcerated. I didn't know her. She's right. I didn't know her. But you got out and you found out who I was. I took care of those kids. You understand? I took care of them kids, man. Me and my daughter. Let me tell y'all something. My daughter is 30 years old, right? So take it back 10 years. My daughter was 20. Take it back 10 years. I was 40. Okay? Yes, I'm a 50-year-old. Y'all hold up calling me old. Thank you, Shay. I'm happy too, baby. Thank you. Thank you, Shay, new baby. Thank you. I'm happy. See, y'all just know this little part. But my friends that know me. And know I love those kids. Know my mama love them kids. My auntie, my cousins, everybody. You understand? The family that they had and needed, they had. But it just wasn't blood. But it's family. Okay? Now, I don't want to make this about us, because it's not. It's about justice for Nia. Now, let me give y'all a minute real quick. My daughter was 20. I was 40. I said to my mother, I said, I'm not getting them kids. I'm 40 years old. What I look like getting them kids? I don't know if y'all remember Miss June. Some of y'all know my mama. But when she spoke, she meant business. She said, I'm not asking you, Rebecca. I'm telling you to get them kids and get all 4 of them. We're not splitting them up. We got a village over here. It's Finley's. We built for it tough. My mama, exact words. I love you too, Jazzy Jasper. Thank you so much, baby. Did you get all the groceries the other day, girl? Because I don't think you left me none. Shay Joseph, you right next door, girl. You know my story, girl. You know my story, girl. Hey, Kiki, I love you, girl. Kiki, you know why. Kiki, you know why. And you know why, girl, because that did a big thing for me. You did a big thing for me, Kiki. I did, Carrie. I fought for so long. But let me go back. Hey, sis, I love you. Let me go back, right? Whitney was 20 years old. I was 40. Okay? I told my mama I wasn't going to get them kids. My mama said, yes, you is. I had no choice. I changed my life for those children, okay? I stopped partying. I stopped smoking weed. And I ain't scared to say it. I stopped selling dope. I did everything to do what I needed to do for them kids. I changed. God gave me a career. I was a armed security guard, okay? I am not no convicted felon. I can vote. I was a caregiver for those children. I love you too, Barbara Shirley. Shirley Barbara. I'm trying not to cry, niece. I know, Lamaria. I'm trying, but it hurts. I don't know if I'm happy or if I'm sad. Y'all don't worry about my lips, man, because that shit might get caked up. Don't worry about it. I'm drinking iced coffee and I got on cheek lip gloss. So shit like that gonna happen. But check it, right? We love you too, baby. Ooh, Francine, girl. Francine, girl. Crying ain't the word. I couldn't work. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. That truck, I didn't give a damn about that truck. I went to Uber in the mission. My daughter couldn't function. My baby, I said, come home, Whitney. Come home. My baby way up in Georgia crying, going crazy. I said, come home. I couldn't take it. Now, I ain't going to interrupt the story no more. Like I said, my mama told me to get them kids 10 years ago. 10 years. So I want y'all to do the math. That's how long I've been telling them. There's not one family member that does not know what went on. I encourage and I ain't told everybody. She only has one baby father. Everybody knows. I never kept it. I never told those kids nothing bad about their mother. I told them, kids, your mother is sick. And when she get better, she'll come back for you. Because it wasn't my job to do all that. I was just trying to keep them out the system. But I want y'all to know what happened at that graveyard. And I'm only getting on here to tell what happened at that funeral in that graveyard because they treated us like shit. They treated us like pure shit. They treated us like pure D shit and then tried to turn around and made like we was the ones that did all the bad shit. Okay, boom, we gonna start with that morning of the funeral. I ain't even gonna talk about the day before. All right, I have a neighbor. My neighbor has a daughter. That daughter is now married to those kids' grandfather. I need y'all to follow me now. Those kids have a fake grandmother that's married to the granddaddy. That's what we're gonna call him. See, like I told them at that church, y'all waited a little too late. I've been telling y'all. Okay, but this is a case that's going on, y'all, so I can't say nothing. I can't say much, but I can talk about how they treat us. We at the funeral. That day, I'm at Target looking for some slides for after the repast that morning. I'm at Target looking for the shades. Looking for the slides. I get a phone call from my neighbor daughter. And she says, hey, Rebecca, how you doing? She said what her name was, LaShawn. And what she said, y'all come line up with us. Y'all come line up with the family. Let me run y'all back. Family? How y'all family? Y'all walk with us, bitch. We the family. Okay? Y'all can walk with us, but I ain't want to walk with them people anyway. And I told Whitney that, okay, boom. Y'all walk with us. Y'all walk with us. Now, y'all check this out. We get to the funeral home. To the church. We at the door of the church. She want to be a coordinator so bad at the funeral home. Here she go. Y'all don't worry about my muffin talk. I've been bad about it. Don't worry about it. Here she go. Grandma, granddaddy, come up here. Uncle, come on. Whitney, you can stand right here. I'll pay y'all up. You and Kia. Come on. One name she didn't call was mine. And I'm okay with that. Whitney said, Mama, come up here. She goes, yeah, come up here just in case she fall out. Not because I belong up there. Just in case Whitney fall out. What? Cool. We getting in the church, y'all. We're walking up to the church. Walking up to the casket, whatever, man. I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to get away from that. Listen, I'm gonna get away from that because that gets me emotional. The baby didn't look like herself, okay? The baby did not look like herself. All right. I pray for God to give courage and keep my child. She was the main one saying no cameras, no this, no that. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Whitney was recording. When we got out of that church, there was no video. I was looking at my daughter record because I couldn't look at that baby no more. I'm looking at her phone. And I'm watching my daughter. But see, y'all can call me what y'all want. Y'all can say whatever about me or whatever y'all have. But this is what I have. See, some of y'all just grew up. Half of y'all weren't raised. I was raised off love, so I know how to love. You understand? My last name, Finley. We not Americans. And a lot of y'all know that my family not Americans. You understand? Our bloodline, well, I'm American, but my bloodline is Bahamian. You understand? We come from love. Y'all see videos and pictures of all my family members, man, with those children, man. Family, love, oriented love. You understand? My mama brought us up on love, man. And we love those children, okay? Justice for Nia. That's right, Shay. Tell them, cuz, there's a Finley right there. Justice for Nia, man. Okay, so we get to the... We go to the casket. We walk around. We sit down. I start to look through the obituary. Now, remind y'all, the grandmother, the granddaddy's wife, is responsible for... I love you too, Asia. She was responsible for everything, okay? She wanted to make herself responsible. I felt like she should have stayed out of it because those kids used to be playing in this same yard right here. And she would visit that right there, that house right there. They would come from over there, which is my auntie house, and they would come and they would play in this yard. That lady would walk right by them. That's right, LaDon. You watched Whitney record that, and I prayed and asked God to keep my baby. That video was gone because I ain't want my baby sitting there studying that video, man. Should have lost her fucking mind. But anyway, she used to watch them kids. Whitney, I love you too, Melly. She would watch those kids run by, play, whatever. She never said a word to them. She never said a word to them. That lady, the same one now, that directed that funeral. And see, it's the reason why I'm saying this, and I want a certain person to know what happened because I have a lot of respect for her family, meaning her son, her father. So therefore, I ain't gonna cuss her. I ain't doing that all the way. But they need to know what happened and why what happened. Okay. So y'all, we at the funeral home. Boom. It's a story and it's mine. And I don't give a fuck who get mad about me telling it. I'm not gonna tell too much because I need justice for Nia. But I'm gonna tell about that funeral home. At that funeral, the people who didn't know her name, her date of birth. Y'all at the funeral home, Kia, Sean, and Granddaddy. And guess who they call? Us. What's Nia's birthday, y'all? What's Nia's birthday? So that means 7 birthdays, 7 Christmas, 7 Easter baskets. And y'all don't know her birthday? Guess what I said? Well, Nia's birthday is such and such and such. Nevaeh's birthday is such and such and such. Coy's birthday, so I named everybody's birthday. Like y'all should know. Good morning, bro. Marcus, I love you. You already know. Shayna, thank you. Justice. Hey, Jay, I want that pretty baby. You hear me? So, boom. We get in the funeral home. Y'all, this lady literally. Okay, y'all know when everybody walk by and they say what they... I grab the obituary, I look at the obituary. Not one picture of me, not even my name, y'all. But she got people in there that never met her. She got one picture of me. This picture is with 8 other people in it. You don't know if these people want to be in the obituary, man. You got Corey and my cousin LaDon, and that's cool. But why would you take a picture? Y'all see all them pictures I got of me in there? She chose the picture from No Pork on My Fork with all the other people in it with me, for me. And then she took a picture of herself and what the fuck that picture at? And threw it up in the corner. Hold on. It's always justice for Nia, baby. You see that? Justice for Nia always in this house. All right.
All day, every day.
Justice for Nia, man. And by the way, y'all, thank you, Mercedes, for these shirts. That's a whole nother story, family. These are not our shirts. Y'all remember we had Justin Veneer shirts. Mercedes, she the real deal.
Well, y'all see our shirts. Y'all ain't peep our shirts, though. Y'all ain't peep our shirts. Who this is right
But
here?
look on the shirt. But look on the shirt.
This ain't my shirt.
Look, y'all know I got on this tight ass shirt. This ain't my shirt. But guess what? I go down there to pick up my shirt for a concert. I look to the side, y'all. It's shirts in this girl office in a basket. All right? In that basket, I see on the top my baby face. This is a picture I seen. I said, what pictures are those? She said, oh, this girl, she ordered them. She never came back. She was with y'all. That's the only reason why I printed them, because I knew y'all had done ordered a lot of shirts and she never came. I said, oh, yeah. I said, who is the girl? And the lady being so not getting into it, she might don't know nothing going on. She said to me, she said, oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's right, Londa. You know my story. I love you too. Shaq. Imperial Locks, we love you, girl. So anyway, do y'all know it was shirts in the basket that didn't get picked up for my baby? I told that young lady who did that. She said, I don't know. I love you, Kanaya. I'm waiting on that baby. She said, I don't know, ma'am. She said, I thought that the lady was with y'all, so I went ahead and printed them. But she never came for them. See, I tell y'all all the time, anything attached to me gonna win, because I ain't giving up on nothing I love. I told that young lady to give me every shirt out that basket. Now, kid, you just had too big I can get. You couldn't go back and get those kids' shirt, that baby shirt. You had to leave that baby there. See, that's how much that baby meant to y'all. She didn't mean shit. But I told that girl, let me get every shirt out that basket. She said, ma'am, they kids size. I said, I don't give a damn. Let me get them all. I want every shirt that got Nia face on them. I didn't even come to get that. I came to get my Akeem Ali shirt. But baby, looking at my baby in that shirt, in that basket, this one of the shirts, y'all. You remember I said justice for Nia. But that's cool. Let me get that. Let me get all them. So I got the shirts. Now, boom. Bite to this bitch right, man. Bite to this bitch right, man. This lady was so nasty, right? Y'all can't read it, right? But everything she says Nia leads to cherish her mother, which was the murderer, and put her name. One brother, her sisters, all that. But when she get to the auntie, she never says a protective brother, loving sister, none of that. But when she get to the auntie, she says, favorite auntie. How? That's the one that left the shirts. How? That's the one that called us to ask, what's her date of birth? How? But I can't say, out of the 10 years that I fought for those children before Nia was born, she did come 3 times and bring something. And if I can count, bitch, you ain't do enough. Because y'all know what I can't count? I can't count how many times my disabled auntie braided their hair and did for them. I can't count how many times my cousin Terry Finley loved on them kids. I can't count how many times my cousin LaDawn pulled through for me when I came short of something and just needed her to talk to. I can't count that. And they weren't aunties, you understand? These are my cousins. My cousin Brittany, my cousin Teresa. You understand? We were there. So if I can count how many times you was auntie, there's a problem. There's a problem, baby. Okay, boom. She put favorite auntie. Again, how? All right. She put Captain, her great-grandparents. Captain, whatever his name is. Put her name in there. Put everybody's name. Guess her name didn't go. The bitch that fought in them courtrooms for him. The bitch that went to the PTO meeting. The bitch that was at every graduation. The bitch that woke up 5 o'clock in the morning doing breathing treatments. The one that made sure they was fed. The one that made sure their clothes was washed and ironed. The one that taught them work ethics. The one that taught them how to be little ladies. The one that seen them first walk. The one that pierced their ears. The one that... Girl, I can go on. But it's the same lady that walked by them kids every day to go right there. Okay? Right there. And never said shit to them kids. All right, let's keep going. the pictures. The pictures are nice, right? They got Whitney all over it. Okay, yeah. Now we get to these pictures. Y'all see me in the middle with all that pink? Look at all them people. Okay, that's what she did for me. But then, look over there in that corner. Well, she hurry up and stuck this picture right here. Nia dead now. Nia ain't alive on this picture. Okay? Nia's not alive on this picture, so what is the reason you on here for? You throw a picture of yourself in here. For what?
To be relevant.
To be relevant for what? Okay? Alright, now. We sitting down. Now we done got past the bitch red. We sitting down. Y'all know how it's time to close the casket. Yeah, because there's so much to tell, but people saying stuff, and I don't like to ignore my people. Hey, Frida, thank you, baby. Thank you. Denisha, thank you. God bless you, too. Thank you, baby. Because, you know, I'm going to keep it real, man. I'm going to keep it real. Why? Because you got, what's that, Nazima?
No.
Well, let me bump this. Okay, but anyway.
Come on, man.
Move, I'm talking. So anyway, y'all know how they close the caskets, right? It's time to close the casket. Man, y'all don't understand. It's time to close the casket. Let me put the phone bite down. Y'all finna see my bad body again with this small ass shirt that they didn't go and get, but I'm rocking mine. Yeah. I'm gonna make this bitch fit. You hear me? I got some more in there. 4T, all type of sizes. Let me get them. But anyway, they're closing the casket. I see this lady. I see this lady trying to block my daughter from getting to the kids. The kids on the road, right? Sitting down, crying and shit. This lady is trying to block my daughter because my daughter coming. She want to comfort the kids. As she's coming, you know what she do? This lady blocked my child, man, from getting to them kids. She like this with the funeral home people. You know what Whitney do, y'all? Drop to her knees. Whitney drops to her knees and scoop past this lady to get to them kids to do like this and love on them. My baby was on the ground, y'all, scooting, trying to love on them kids. That motherfucking lady blocked my daughter. You understand?
TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, keep it real, no cap. You're breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Call it peace. TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused.